Am I live? Am I live? I am live. Awesome. I thought I was live earlier. I went like 20 minutes. I wasn't live. This is because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You know, streaming isn't exactly my strong suit. I don't do it often. I'm not the best public speaker. But whatever. This is what I was wanting to talk about today. Hopefully we don't get dropped again. Apparently my stream only lasted like 17 seconds last time. Um, Truckers shut down the U.S.-Canadian border today. This shit's fucking great. Fuck Trudeau. That's a pretty good place to stop. Trudeau, keep your needle in your pants and out of our arms. My body, my choice. Right, Mr. Feminist? And follow the money. The money is all big pharma. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but big pharma gives more money to politicians than the military-industrial complex, big oil, big tech, and media combined. As a matter of fact, it's the biggest donor in the world. And people act like they don't have anything to gain because the vaccine's free or something. No, it's not. Our tax dollars pay for it. This is why Pfizer's stocks have exploded in the last 2 fucking years. And if you think they're fucking free, please tell me how their stocks exploded giving away free vaccines. Please explain that shit to me. Right now, the deal with Canada, there's a lot of freight that goes in between the United States and Canada. I mean, I'm sure most of you guys know that I am a truck driver, though I am currently on strike, we'll say. I have a fuckload of money hid away because I have worked and saved my whole life, and I don't have to fucking work. So whenever people are in office that I don't agree with, I can just shut her down and go home and not pay fucking taxes. I'm on a tax strike. I'm not paying fucking taxes. I'm not fucking working. So how about that? You know. I'll do a little odds and ends shit here and there, but I've got no desire to pay any taxes to a Biden administration. So I won't. And I think this is what I'm going to do from now on. Anytime Democrats are in office, I'm not going to work. I'm not going to haul freight. But Canada, they're fucked without American trucks, without trucks coming down here to get their produce and food because they can't grow hardly shit up there. They've got, a really short growth season. A lot of the truckers are also talking about boycotting Colorado for them giving that driver 110 years. I've seen lots of people from Colorado talking about how they don't need trucks. Well, Colorado, the only agriculture that Colorado really has is like hay and weed. So they'll be eating that shit if trucks decide they don't want to go to Colorado anymore. I think a lot of people don't realize that they rely on trucks for absolutely every fucking thing. And without trucks, they're fucked. They're starving. They can't even wipe their own asses unless they use their hands. So, I mean, that's just where we're at, right? And I saw this today. I just really wanted to call my buddy Eric, my best friend Eric, who drove out of Calgary, Alberta. But he died. He died like I think 3 years ago, waiting on a liver. Under Canada's superior fucking care system, you know? Where it doesn't matter if you're an alcoholic Bob on the street that pounds fucking 3 bottles of McCormick a day, or you're a hardworking truck driver that has the money to pay for it. You know, if the bum's fucking liver goes out first, he's on a waiting list before you, and that's the way it works. So, my friend died waiting on a liver. If he'd have been in the States, I'd have bought him a fucking liver. I'd have put the money up to save him, but I couldn't do it, you know, because he was in Canada. So he just laid in the hospital and died. I miss you, Eric. I know you would have loved this shit so much. God, you would have loved this. He fucking hated Trudeau so much. He said his dad was like a kind of a gun nut like me, you know, like shooting 1,000 yards and shit like I do. And he said it brought his dad so much joy to just go out and on a plane and bust a target at like 1,000 yards, and then they banned all his guns and he had to turn them all in. And he said his dad wasn't ever the same after that, you know, and so he hated Trudeau and his, you know, and his father and pretty much the Canadian government. But he loved his country. He's all like me, you know, loved his country, hated his government. That's how I feel. Fuck the government. So let me check and make sure I'm even still alive. I didn't get fucking kicked again. I'm not sitting here talking to my goddamn self, you know. Like, this is showing. Live streaming. Yeah, we're good. Oh, I want to give credit, of course. I need to give credit. This is Blends Lens. She said this is going to be going on at this particular crossing for a few days. So they're supposed to be going and doing it at a bunch of different crossings. This is like 10,000 trucks a day across right here, but I guarantee you they didn't get 10,000 trucks across today. But this is her here. She's done some pretty good little independent journalism. I think she'll be out there tomorrow too. So if you want to see what's going on with the trucker protest, you should check her out. She's doing better than mainstream media. Nobody's reporting on it. I was talking to some Canadians. This one said lying media says it's for road conditions. I said, who said this? I need to know. I'm putting together info for a bit of a report of my own. He said it was CBC British Columbia. A friend of mine posted it on his Facebook, discussing how bad the media is these days. Now, I went and looked for it. I could not find the video, but I do believe the guy. I couldn't find CBC British Columbia on YouTube. I could only find Vancouver. So, and look, this is like... bunch of people in Canada are all about this shit. Go Canada. Go truckers. You have my support. You know, I think the truckers are some of the last people in Canada that still have testicles in their fucking pants, you know? Really, to be completely honest with you. Nobody in Canada is going to stand up to the government other than truckers, I don't think. I don't think anyone from Canada has any desire to stand up to the government other than truck drivers. You know? You guys rely on truck drivers. You know, people rely on truck drivers for absolutely everything. And let me tell you the truth about what it's like as an over-the-road truck driver. You spend your life living in a truck. It's smaller than a prison cell. And everywhere you go, you're treated like a second-class citizen, you know. You go in or you enter the damn restaurant through the back door, you know what I'm saying? That's how it is. People fucking cut you off, flip you off, treat you like fucking shit everywhere you go. And they'd be fucked without you. They'd be eating fucking dog food or whatever they can get their fucking hands on, because they couldn't even get dog food without us. But they still treat us like we're absolute shit. And, you know, most of us are fucking immigrants. You know, the majority of truck drivers are imported from the third world because the conditions are so horrible for us that you can't get most Americans to even do the jobs anymore. You know? And then Trudeau wants to come along and tell them that if you don't have a vax, you can't cross the border. Well, you know, I don't need to cross that border near as much as people need us to cross those borders. That's the whole thing. So I'm glad to see truckers organizing. I think truckers are kind of leery of organizing because they got screwed over so bad by Jimmy Hoffa and the Teamsters. You know, the unions fucked so many drivers over, fucked them out of their pensions, that I just don't think they trust collective bargaining anymore, so that truck drivers very rarely organize to do anything like this anymore. But I'm glad to see them actually organizing and doing something. But the media is going to ignore it, so I'm afraid we're going to have to make it hurt. We're going to have to make it to where you have to eat a little dog food, you're going to have to wipe your butt with a washcloth a little bit and stuff like that before our voices are fucking heard. That's really what it's looking like is going to happen. So, but yeah, that's what I was wanting to share with you. They jammed this border up like a motherfucker all day today. So, and Blends Lens is on it. She's up there checking it out. Good work, girl. Appreciate it. Guys should kick over and give her a sub. I'm going to sub her right now. Alright. So I hope you guys had a good holiday and everything. I'm sitting up here injured still. Fucking foot in the air. I had to have my toe sewed back on. Not very comfortable. But, it could be worse. But this has been DWB. Thanks for watching. And remember, don't be a fucking commie.